So, saw that finally got to after at work. Finally got to watch the trailer for Transformers Kingdom. So this is the part of the final part of the trilogy that has been going on Transformers Netflix with Rooster Teeth. And look, first season, really cool. I loved how they played it out. I loved everything about the Cybertron storyline. Then we got to the second arc, and oh boy, that was like that. Looking back, it was a mess. It was a straight mess. So I don't really know how they're going to play this out because it feels like they're throwing everything into the kitchen sink. Like for what was it, 6 episodes or even less? Like they threw in everything and it still felt rushed and like not a great story. So the second, so this is the third and final season of this trilogy, of this Transformers trilogy, which I don't even know how they're going to play this out. The whole thing feels like it's just going to be a mess because we're dealing with Predacons, we're dealing with Maximals. Like I will say though that Transformers has really had a big push for Beast Wars as of late. I know it's the 25th anniversary, so that also plays into it. But like we've had a massive push for Beast Wars stuff. So that's going to be cool. It is going to be cool, and also like it's not the Transmetal looks. It's like season 1 Beast Wars character era. So I'm actually like cool with that. I'm actually like really cool with that because for some reason I enjoy season 1 era Beast Wars, like them actually looking like animals, which was the original point of the goddamn show. So I'm actually like, oh, we're doing season 1. I don't know. I haven't looked at the casting, but I don't. We are going to see Megatron here, Beast Wars Megatron. I don't know if we're going to have him voiced by David Kaye or not. So I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Hopefully, because it would just be pointless. I've heard that Optimus Primal will not be voiced by Gary Chalk in here, which sucks because he's still alive. I mean, why aren't you getting him? I do know that Ron Perlman is voicing Primal in the Rise of the Beast movie, but I don't know who's voicing Optimus Primal here. Also, the size comparison is very different. Like the Maximals and Predacons are meant to be like human-sized, just slightly taller, but like here you clearly see they're in the same height range as the Autobots and Decepticons. Like it's very clear that there's some sizing problems here. It is going to be, like, it is cool. Like, that's something we've always wanted to see of, like, the G1 era meeting Beast Wars. Because, again, it is part of the G1 era, so it is cool that we're getting Beast Wars and G1 Transformers together to do all of this. And there is some, like, fun moments, like seeing Air Razor duel Laserbeak in midair, or the two Megatrons meeting, Beast Wars Megatron meeting regular Megatron. We also have Prime meet Primal. It's all around like it looks like really good stuff. Like it all looks really cool. Like I'm so hyped for this. But at the same time, I am concerned because it feels like we're throwing everything but the kitchen sink in here, and it didn't really work out the last time, and I don't even know how many episodes. And Rooster Teeth is not real. After what happened in RWBY, I am not 100% on board with whatever they're trying to do with anything after what happened with RWBY. So, yeah, with Transformers right now, I'm just kind of like, yeah, what was going... I'm a little leery here. And after Season 2... I mean, it's a cool story of having Megatron have the Matrix of Leadership and actually meeting the Predacons who have the Golden Disc, which is also something Megatron wants. And on top of that, we have what looks like Unicron showing up and Galvatron with Nemesis Prime teaming up. So I'm wondering, like, how they're going to play Nemesis Prime, by the way. Because Nemesis Prime has a lot of, like, different incarnations and whatnot. But it seems like, at least from what I'm seeing, is that it looks like Nemesis Prime is going to be basically the... he's going to be like Optimus in the future, just corrupted. That's what it looks like they're building it up as, since he's teaming up with Galvatron. Nemesis has had so many incarnations, so it's really hard to tell how they're going to have. But that's what I think they're trying to do with Nemesis, is that they are trying to make him like the future Optimus instead of like a copy of Optimus. At least I could be totally wrong in that regard, but that's what it looks like they're trying to do with this version of Nemesis Prime. I'm trying to think of like what else we could see. They didn't say anything about the new voice actors for the Maximals and Predacons. I don't know if that was like intentional. I haven't looked if they've announced any casting for them. I don't know if they've announced that or not. All I know is that they are basically just going to have the Autobots meet the Maximals and the Decepticons meet the Predacons, and just basically go all fan fiction on it. I was like, we're going to have it all meet. Because as we all know, Predacons time traveled to the past and encountered the Autobots and Decepticons while they're in stasis waiting to be to be activated in the 80s. So now that that's kind of not the case anymore, because the Autobots and Decepticons are out there, they're up and awake. Like, they didn't when the Ark landed, smashed into Earth, that didn't happen. Like, they didn't go into stasis. So when the Maximals and Predacons time traveled here, they weren't here. So I'm wondering how much of history has been changed because they've been awoke here, and the Maximals and Predacons are how they're affected, like how the Maximal Predacon situation has changed. Because, yeah, we do see Prime and Optimus fight, so I'm wondering, since Optimus lost the Matrix of Leadership and is what could be Nemesis Prime, it's making me wonder if what happened is that the Autobots lost the war, the Predacons are now in charge, and the Maximals are on the run. Like, maybe it's been like the Beast Wars have flipped. Like, the Beast Wars have completely flipped on its head, and now the Maximals are like, they were running from the Predacons, or they were trying to get the Golden Disc from Megatron. And again, looks like we have Unicron here. We have also Galvatron and Nemesis. I don't even know how this is going to end. I don't even know how many episodes it is, but I'm hoping, like, at least I am hoping for like a big colossal. Well, I am just hoping for a good end. Let me just say that I am hoping for at least a good end by when it's all said and done. Like, I just want it to be like all wrapped up in a nice, pretty bow. Like, just done well, like a good ending to this trilogy. But who knows? I'm not 100% sure anymore of what's going to happen. But that's what I think might happen with the whole thing with the Maximals and Predacons, is that the Predacons now in charge, since they already have the Golden Disc, and it's not broken. So that's kind of feeding into that theory. And it does make me wonder, like, are we going to see like the other Maximals and Predacons in this era? Are we going to see Quick Strike? Are we going to see probably not Quick Strike and Silverbolt, but we are probably going to see like I'd like to see Inferno or Scorponok or Pterosaur. I'd like to see those guys. Although we did get Scorponok in the previous season, so maybe they'll be like, no, different Scorponok. But it would be cool to see. I would love to see Starscream meet Pterosaur. And yes, they did technically meet when Starscream's ghost possessed Waspinator, who I'm also hoping is here. I really hope we have Waspinator here as well. But I really want to see Pterosaur or Tarantulas, one of the two, team up with Starscream to try to overthrow their respective Megatrons. Like that, like you just have to have Pterosaur with Starscream or Tarantulas with Starscream. Although Pterosaur was more of the Starscream analog, but just give me Pterosaur with Starscream. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Transformers Kingdom? What did you guys think of the trailer? Did you guys like it, hate it, and are you guys hoping this whole series will have a great ending to it? just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse, and I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.